Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is a live stream for we're going to go on a hypergraph search journey. Pulling up all the different stops. Okay, on your screen right now you can see Google Trends. And just testing. Okay, so I can hear myself. That's good. So this is a hypergraph search journey for Rosé Wine. Testing. This is a hypergraph search journey for Rosé Wine. This is a hypergraph search journey for Rosé Wine. Okay, good. I'm gonna back out on the echo, and we're gonna get ready to jump right into it. Okay, so let's scroll through some of our scenes. Hey, what's going on? This power line here in case we dip into an episode or a game. As an aggregator. Okay, we dip back. Okay, so let's get this started. So excuse me. Oh, wrong scene. So what we're doing right now is we're getting ready to go into a hypergraph search journey for Rosé Wine. In order to set the context, I wanted to start by adding a stream marker for 3 minutes in. So that's when we're getting started. Okay, so as you can see right now, in the blue you have Rosé Wine. In the red you have, wait, let me increase this magnification. In the blue you have Rosé Wine. You can see the interest over time. This is Rosé 52. The average for rose wine is 3. And then you get a fall off for Rosé Wine. So people don't, that's a redundant term. People don't normally search in Rosé Wine, but people do search Rosé. So for us, we're doubling back, and we started with Rosé Wine and Rose Wine. So I'm gonna exit this out and click in to highlight some of the competing search terms in terms of using keywords everywhere. So next to rose wine, we have rose wine making process, Moscato wine, sparkling wine. What is rose wine? Rose vine, rose wine benefits, rose vine plant, Fiduc. What? We might have to go on a search journey just to search in what Fiduc means. Wind rose and wine rose crochet. Okay, so we're gonna copy this term and we're gonna search for a different entry. We're gonna start here with just rosé. Wait, rose apps? Nope. Just rose. Wait, rose winemaking process, rose wine glass, rose wine, rose vine plant, rose wine song, rose wine Russian song, rose wine benefits, Rose Wine Revlon lipstick, Rose Wine recipe, Rose Wine making, Rose Wine sangria recipe. Interesting. Rose Wine crochet and Rose Wine pronunciation. Okay, so we're just getting off to a start here. Oh my goodness, it did it again. Interesting. So when you search Rosé, you get Rosé Bruno Mars featuring official music video. 33,350,000 a month. Mix Rose Messy from the Halls. So this is where you get your music at. We're at 125% zoom in. Check the continue watching. Yeah, so this is not what we're looking for here for Rose Wine. But it's interesting to note because this is actually the one with the actual search terms. Rose, Rosé. So we actually do have one for Rose Wine as well as Rosé Wine. I was going to start originally with this one, Rose Wine, because I couldn't find the tilde or whatever this character is at the to highlight the E. So that's what I had to go into. So let's check out Rose Wine. Well, actually, let's go back into analytics. I wanted to spend some time. Any interesting places that might highlight Rose Wine more or less. Interest over time. Compare via sub-region. Interest in sub-region. Okay, this is choosing Chechnya. Or Czechia? Question mark. Let's check out Cambodia. Okay, not a lot of interest. Cameroon. Who is drinking Rose Wine? Djibouti, Dominican Republic. Okay. Mongolia. Okay, not a lot of traffic. Okay, so let's go back to, well, let's do a couple more. Switzerland. So we get periodic spikes here. Scrolling. You can search interest. Oh, it doesn't highlight the rest. You can see Rose. Interesting. Brilla Prosciutto Rosé. This is a breakout term. Okay, interesting. So we might want to copy that. Oh, you can grab that in a CSV. Rose, Rosé, Rose Wine, Champagne, Rosato, Moat Chandon Ice Imperial Rose. I do want to explore that. Home screen. Pink champagne on ice, the perfect summer drink. Moat Chandon Ice Imperial Rose. This was a breakout term from searching rosé in Switzerland. I'm also going to search this one. Actually, should we include this? We haven't even started really going into rose wine, and we took a detour. So I'm going to search the new term, Brilliant Brilla Prosecco Rosé. And this is a specific type. Huh. Interesting. How to make some Amaro Prosecco. Oh, this is interesting. Come try an innovative slushy machine. Innova slushy machine. Every wine explained in 10 minutes. How to make sparkling rosé at home. Okay. So we're gonna table this and we're gonna get back to it later. But that was an interesting palate cleanse. Actually, we're probably gonna include many more. Especially when we see terms like that in their breakout, it piques our interest. Can we click it? Okay, past 5 years, past hour, past 4 days, past 7 days actually. Let's do past 7 days. Past 90 days. Liliette Rosé, Cremette Rosé, breakout. Interesting. Worldwide. Let's check out worldwide again. This is an interesting graph. Interest over time for rosé versus rose wine versus rosé versus rosé wine versus rose wine. Search interest for rosé. France, Luxembourg, Austria, Uruguay, Tunisia, Serbia, Peru, Ukraine, Slovakia, Dominican Republic, Peru. Let's search that. Okay, we're doing past 90 days. Vino Rosé. Vino Rosé. Okay. Interest by sub-region. By city. Interesting. Okay. Interest by sub-region. So let's go to the past hour. Doesn't have enough search data to show. Past 7 days. Related queries. Dom Perignon. Let's go back and stick with past 90 days. Seems about static. There's an interesting bit of traffic over on here. Instead of getting these spikes, we're getting some sort of peak and trough. From June the 20th, 26th, interest has not fallen down. Okay, so that was Peru. Let's go back and what was it, Luxembourg? Luxembourg over the past 90 days. Whoa. Let's check the past 7 days. A big spike for rosé wine. Interest over time. Interesting. This is the past 7 days. Let's do 30. Illet Rose, Minute Rose, Mirval Rose. Okay, so let's search some of these terms. Oh, it sucks that you can't just click it right individually. Cocktail Lillet Rose. It's a hypergraph search journey. If you're enjoying this content, leave a like. But more importantly, add this video to a playlist near you. Lillet Rosé. Interesting. Okay, so far we've gotten kind of bogged down in terms of going on a search journey. I wonder what the difference between that and the regular one. Lillet Rosé. Okay. So let's go back to the beginning and then we'll double back to regionally later. We're about 17 minutes in. Okay, so we're going back to worldwide. And we're dipping into some of the channels. Romania, Hungary. Wait, this is for the past 30 days. Romania, Hungary, Brazil, Uruguay, Chile. It's past 7 days. Luxembourg, Brazil, Tunisia, Chile, Russia. Okay, past 7 days, past day. Belgium, Denmark, France, Switzerland. So it's interesting to think about this in terms of a search journey, what we're trying to capture when we're going wide with these terms. I'm doing a search journey for Rosé Wine, but we started with dipping into Google Trends, the difference between Rosé versus Rosé Wine versus Rose Wine, and getting a check on the search traffic from Google Trends, breaking it down via worldwide, past day, past, let's do past 4 hours. Netherlands, Belgium, Norway, Sweden. Rose Kylie Mignog, Rose Wine brands. This was for the past 4 hours. Let's search this. Rose, Kylie Mignon, and Nick Cafe, Where the Wild Roses Grow, 15 years ago. Whoa, now available. Kylie Mignon did Vin de France, Signature Rosé at Wine Cellars Direct. This is all happening. Why is this a breakout term, though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Let's do something, change it to upload date. 6 hours. So someone's testing it. Okay, Rosé on my mind 4 days ago, 24 hours ago. Okay. Yeah, this is a surprisingly random search journey. But we're jumping around. Rose Wine brands, Rose Garcia. What is Rose Garcia? Rose Garcia is a person. It looks like retreat symptoms. Rose Garcia. Within the last 4 hours. This is all within the last 4 hours. So we might change it to upload date. 3 months ago, 2 months ago. Nothing, we're not getting a sense of Stella Rosé Vino. Lauriette Prairie Cuvée Rose. I wonder what the difference is between Breakout. And 126. Here. This is interesting. Okay, but this is still within the past 4 hours, so I don't know to what extent it's useful. Interest by region. Rose wine brands. What is rose wine? United Kingdom. United Kingdom. Rosé. Sweden. France. Sweden and France seem like they're the ones searching the most for it today. So it's interesting to figure out what about this in terms of it being published or choosing trending from the last hour versus something longer. Okay, okay, so we just don't have enough data for this one. Chardonnay, okay, so we're going wider, and these are not in breakout, versus plus 110%. Netherlands, Italy, France. Okay, so did we already do Sweden and France? Did we do Sweden? Sweden past 90 days, and then we're gonna do past 4 hours. No, past 7 days after the 90. Rose Box System Bogleguet. Cotet Mass Rose. Okay, so this seems like it's an interesting way to get products for different types of rose wine. And it's actually really helpful for a search journey. Let me know in the comments if you'd prefer just to go through the search terms of different regions based off of our anchor and searching through that. Cote Mas Rosé. Okay, part of me is saying we need to double back to the beginning. But okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back to the beginning and start first with Rose, which was this one. Which here. Okay, so back to worldwide over the past 7 days to figure out who's searching what. Related queries, related queries, related queries. Interesting. Some type of YouTube thing involving Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Okay, so I guess in this case rosé means something else. Rose. Okay, so it's actually rose in Japanese. Moira Rose Wine commercial. Ami Rose Wine. Gerard Bertrand Côte de Roses. Natra Rose Wine. Chloe Rose Wine. Okay. Something a little bit spicier. Okay, let's just check this one out because I'm curious now. Should we translate the page? I don't know if it allows you to do that on in incognito. Okay, we're 26 minutes in, and we're doing Yu-Gi-Oh card searches. That's how we got so far pulled far astray. Okay, so let's rein it back in and go back to Côte de Mas Rosé, and let's actually go from the top. Now we started with rose because this was the search term that I was struggling with, specifically because people use all different types of search terms, right? Some people might say rosé because they can spell it with their keyboard. Some people might say rosé wine because they don't know how the search engine's going to interpret it, and some people might not have access to rosé, so they might just click rose wine. Now it seems like most people are actually searching rosé itself as the wine by itself, and that's the main anchor for the search term, and people are not using the default baselines opposite, including rosé wine and rose wine. But when I search rosé itself, I get a bunch of music. I'm not getting stuff about rosé. So this kind of encourages me to exit out of this and jump into a different search term. So where are we going to go next? Well, we're going to clear this term first. In order to clear this term, we're going to go to over 20 minutes, and we're going to go to upload date and see if we can get anything interesting in terms of rose wine. Super SSJ Rosé. Okay, so we're not getting anything from here. So we're going to burn this search term. Rosé is out of here. Okay, so now we're going into rose wine and rosé wine. Which term to search first? This was what I would normally have searched before adding the tilde or whatever that character is on the E. Oh, excuse me, is it an accent? Yeah, it seems like an accent. 30 minutes in and we're getting to rose wine. Okay, so how would we begin this search journey? We've already dabbled into so many different other characteristics of rose wine, rosé. We want to learn what is rose wine. If you said rosé versus rose wine, what is this similarity and what is this difference? And what are we getting from YouTube as a search journey in terms of YouTube as a cybernetic ecology? Excuse me. Okay. So the first video I added to the playlist was Rose Wine, the beginner's guide to rosé wine. And that's what I anchored this playlist with. So we can double. Actually, I want to get some shorts in. That's what we'll go with. Rosé wine versus rose wine. Let's choose rosé wine under 4 minutes this week. Let's see how much traffic we get. Okay, these are the results for this week. Let's scroll up from this. Meghan Markle melts down as Hypergraph just humiliated as ever rosé scam. What are Easter drinks? Bankruptcy. Libret de Libra, rose wine, top 10 dishes. What does vin mean in French? The truth behind. Okay, Stella Rose is better. Okay. Meghan Markle's rosé sells out in minutes. Fans go crazy. U.S. News, London. Let's taste prisoner syndrome rosé. What does that even mean?
Hi everybody, I'm with my niece Alexa, and today we are going to taste prisoner's syndrome rosé.
Ooh, they about to taste prisoner syndrome rosé.
Beautiful. Wow, really pink, right? Beautiful pink. And we're gonna smell it.
Okay, so that's interesting for me to understand whether or not I want to add an audio source. Let me see. I think that's good enough. Let me know in the comments if you can't hear as well.
I smell a little watermelon, maybe a little strawberry.
Really fresh smelling. Give it a taste.
Yeah, let's taste it.
Wow, it's really full. Very strawberry.
More full than I thought it was going to be. And yeah, the strawberry like really hits your mouth.
Yeah, all around. Like it's a really full strawberry.
Oh, it's really good.
It's really good. Oh yeah, that is nice. So I just have ceviche and plus a little lime in it. But I think it's delicious.
I think so too. Definitely good.
So I'd love to know what you think about Prisoner Rosé. So put it in the
Okay. So let's start this off with Shaw's Wine Club. Let's taste Prisoner Syndrome Rosé. Okay, so that's going to be our next. What about this one? Okay, we're going back to spring because I found the perfect non-alcoholic sparkling rosé. Okay, not bad, not bad. Let's scroll. A lot of Meghan Markle. Recipe is pinned in the comments. Oh, that's nice. Sometimes you don't get that.
Vibrant rooftop escape high above the heart of downtown Miami. Floating sky high above the Brickell city center on top of the all-new dual-brand AC Element Hotel Miami downtown. Rosa Sky is the latest addition to the glittering Miami rooftop heaven. A street-facing elevator, SW First Court, will give you direct access to the 22nd floor rooftop.
Okay, so an advertisement for the Rosa Sky rooftop in Miami. Rosé romance. So right now we're still on rosé wine. I decided to start us off by going into rosé wine for the last week under 4 minutes. And we're gonna pause here. Okay, so it seems we just wrapped up our scroll, and what did we learn from this? 40 minutes in, we learned that there's a lot of Meghan Markle traffic out. There's not a lot of Rose. That's what we want to get a sense of how people are presenting Rosé wine. What is Rose Sangria beverage buff?
What is Rose Sangria? Have you ever wondered what makes Rose Sangria such a delightful drink? This refreshing cocktail is perfect for large gatherings and warm weather events. Let's